Being involved in women's reproductive health care is a calling, at least for me.
Ashley Fadan is a nurse and an abortion rights advocate. In her line of work, threats and intimidation can happen.
In an abortion clinic where I worked, we had chalk drawings in the parking lot that said murderers.
Seattle City Council passed 2 pieces of legislation Tuesday, one of which makes it a misdemeanor to interfere with someone seeking an abortion or gender-affirming care. That includes physical obstruction, trespassing, harassing phone calls, or threats of violence against patients or healthcare workers.
And I appreciate the fact that there's a penalty for intentional intimidation.
Fadan wants patients to know this move gives added protection at clinics.
These preemptive ordinances are going to be incredibly impactful in making sure that people, it's not just women who need access to care, it's everyone, and they can do it safely without intimidation.
The second piece of legislation adds new civil rights protections. It would get the Seattle Office for Civil Rights involved to investigate alleged discrimination based on pregnancy outcomes. But not everyone agrees with City Council's actions. Brad Payne with the Family Policy Institute of Washington, an anti-abortion group, wants to see City Council take different measures, like financially supporting crisis pregnancy centers.
It doesn't mean that everybody that goes to a crisis pregnancy center chooses to go ahead and carry that baby to term, but there's certainly a fair number of women that change their mind once they've seen that ultrasound.
On Friday, Councilmember Morales plans to introduce a third piece of legislation that would ensure those crisis pregnancy centers don't make false or misleading statements. In Seattle, Julie Calhoun, King 5 News.